It's time to learn the full song Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus. I'm going to give you a full step-by-step tutorial of how I play this song, every single riff within the song and the whole structure. There's a couple of open chords that are required for this song, some power chords as well, and then there's some nice little riffs as well. Nothing over the top, but a really good song for getting started on the guitar and learning a whole song from start to finish and the whole structure. Let's get stuck into it. So this is the main riff and the verse riff in the song, and it's based around this E major shape. So if you do an E major chord, and if you're unsure on an E major chord, check out my video on how to do open chords. So we're going to do this shape, and what we're going to do is, I'm going to do it with fingers, but you can do it with a pick as well. We're going to pick these two high strings, and then with our thumb or with your pick, you're going to pick this D string after it. Then you're going to go back to the two high strings, and then pick this A string after it. Then you're going to repeat the first bit, so pick the two high strings, pick the D string, and then what we're going to do is just take off this second finger here, so it's an open on the A string. Then we're going to pick the two high strings and pick the open A string. And if we put that together, you get. And I put like this little slap in between as well. And that's the verse in the song, and probably the most repeated part. The next part is coming out of the verse and going into the chorus, so it's kind of like, it's kind of part of the verse, but it's kind of a bridge to a degree as well. So you keep going between these high strings, but all you have to do on this bit is one finger. So you move to this C sharp, which is the 4th fret on the A string, pick the two high strings, then pick the A string, and then pick the two high strings, take the finger off the A string and just pick an open A string, and then put any finger down you want onto the 2nd fret of the A string, pick the two high strings, and pick the 2nd fret on the A string. And you do that 2nd fret bit twice. So if I put that all together, and if I put it with the verse going into that, so I'll do one repeat of the verse and then one repeat of that. And that's the "She doesn't know who I am" part. And then we've got the chorus after that. So the chorus is power chorded basically. This is where a pick would be handy. I'm just going to use my fingers. So we do an open E power chord. So I'm laying this first finger down on the 2nd fret of the A and the D string, and I'm going to pick the E, A and the D string, and we do 2 strikes. And then there is a bit of a scratchy bit in between, but forget about that for just a moment. Then we do the same thing, but we move down a string. So we're going on to the A, D and G strings. This first finger is lay across the 2nd fret of the D and the G string. And then we do a 2nd fret power chord, a B power chord, A string, 2nd fret, D string, 4th fret, 3rd finger, a little finger, 4th fret of the G string. Strike just those 3 strings. So we got, and then we've got the cool little riffy bit at the end, which you just slide to this 4th fret on the A string, and then you hit this 6th fret on the D string, and then you do the same thing on the low E and the A string. You don't particularly need the slide on the E string. So if I put that with the power chords before it, we have this. And you repeat that, so that gets repeated. Four times, but on the end of the fourth one we have that same riff on the end, but it adds a couple of extra bits to it. So we have, and then after that one we slide to the 5th fret of the E string, 5 and 7, 7 on the A, and then slide to the 7th fret of the E string and hit the 9th fret of the A after it. And then after that it goes back into the verse. So in that chorus part there is a little bit of a reiki bit as well that you can put in once you get used to it, which is just lifting your hands, letting them touch the strings but not striking any notes. And if I put that in with the power chords, chorus of the song. Back into the verse, back into the little bridgey bit that goes into the chorus after that, back into the chorus, and then after the second chorus there's only one more riff, well 2 more riffs left to learn. It's just an E major chord going into an A major chord. I do it as an A suspended 2nd chord, I like the sound of it. So we do full E major chord, bam bam, and then into the A suspended 2nd or the A major chord. And this is like the middle 8 of the song. And then on the end of it, she doesn't know what she's missing. Okay, excuse my awful vocals there. And you would do that twice. Back into the verse. So this is the final verse. Man, I feel like mold. It's prom night and I'm lonely. You don't wanna be on. Back into that bridgey bit. And then after that we've got the kind of the female-y sang bit in the middle of the song, which is just the chorus, but it's just cleaner and muted. I've got to same way. So all you do on that, you play the chorus but you keep it strummed the whole time, but you need to put the palm of your strumming hand down onto the strings at the bridge, not too far on, otherwise it'll be too muted. Just go like that until you find, until the resonance starts coming out. Then after that part, we go back into that kind of middle 80 bit, that E to A. repeat. Now the outro to the song, E power chord, B power chord, so we're going to go to the 2nd fret of the A string, the 4th fret of the D, and the 4th fret of the G. Back to the E power chord, and then go to an A power chord, so just move it down a string, back to E, and then back to the B power chord, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 4th fret, and then finish on an E power chord. So I'll just put that together for you now. And then we finish with this nice little rundown. 5th fret on the low E string, 4th fret on the low E string, 2nd fret on the low E string, back to the 4th fret on the low E string, back to the 2nd fret on the low E string, and then end on an E major chord. I'll put that together for you. So if I just do that whole outro now. And there we have it. We have all the sections of the song then. So then it's just a matter of practicing the sections and understanding the structure of the song. Like any song, to play this song from start to finish, understanding the structure of the song is absolute key. Knowing what the verse is, the bridge, the chorus, the middle 8, and just piecing it together. Just learn it a little bit at a time. Get those parts feeling nice to play. Don't worry about it being perfect. When you feel ready, put the song on, have a little jam to it. Don't worry if you're not perfectly in time to it, and you will feel things developing and coming together as you keep repeating it more and more. Repetition is key for getting the structure and getting the speed of this song as well. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. It's a great song. It's a really good crowd favourite and really works really well at gigs as well. If this video's helped you, if you could like it, that'd be great. And also if you could subscribe to my channel so that I can keep teaching you and helping others that want to learn the guitar like you as well.